Oh, something in my hip hop DNA told me something like this might happen. Ladies and gentlemen, they're telling me it's looking like the game might be taking shots at Kendrick Lamar on his new project. Is this the smoke you want? Now, if you don't know, Kendrick and Kendrick's team and the game have had been on the outs and really not been cool to look like for a little bit. You know, 2T's coming out calling him a liar after the game said he was going to sign Kendrick and stuff like that, and it's been looking bad. So now, shout out to the Twitter page, Yo EQTV. The game just dropped the Gangsta Grills album, and there's seeming like there's a few shots. We're gonna go through all of them. So here's the first one. According to Yo EQTV, they said, is Game asking for Kendrick Lamar to diss him after he calls himself the king of LA and that the other man that calls himself that won't do nothing about it? Now, you know, this is what, shout out to all the people who I was on their top YouTube channels on the YouTube wrap up. Shout out, I've been getting so much love and noticing just how many people are like intense fans of this channel and get like their breakthroughs and breakdowns of hip hop through this. Shout out to y'all. If I was on any of your list, put that in the comment section. And make sure you subscribe too, because statistics show most people who are watching this aren't subscribed just because they don't realize they haven't hit the button. So go ahead and hit that button. So let me tell you something. Rappers do subliminal shots a lot. Rappers do shots, and I usually know what they're saying. I'm going to keep it a buck. We're going to listen to the little clip, but is the game, if he said, I'm the king of LA and the other man that calls himself that won't do nothing about it, he's talking about Kendrick. He's talking about Kendrick. This is reeking of the Black Slim Shady. Y'all remember that? When he was like, oh, I just want to do competitive back and forth with Eminem. It's reeking of that. It's smelling like that, where he's gonna come out and say he was dissing Kendrick, but then it's like, it's just competition. But and let's listen to this. Let's listen to this. Okay.
I don't turn down smoke. I don't turn up niggas' albums. First niggas was scared of my brothers, so I start pulling up without them. Los Angeles King, show me a rooftop, I shout it. And the nigga y'all thought was king ain't gonna do nothing about it.
And the nigga you thought was king ain't gonna do. This is what Game does. Game will take shots at people, especially people who you thought they were supposed to be cool with. Game is like, the reason why Game has had a lot of fallouts, it's the same thing with 50, where it just seems like Game is always habitually on the wrong side of history and always on the opposite side of what you would expect his loyalties would lie to. And if you don't know, he was really bigging up Drake, and he wasn't at the pop out, wasn't invited to the Super Bowl where Dre and Kendrick were on. I think Game has resented Kendrick for a while. I don't know if it's a jealousy thing. I don't know. I think he resents him. I think whether it's a competition thing, I think it goes a little bit more than competition. I think he rocked with Kendrick, but somewhere it was like, remember, I'm the king. It feels a little jealousy. Right? Because who is calling himself the king of LA right now? Right? Kendrick can call himself the king of New York. You know, so it's like, yeah, you definitely, like, if you weren't trying to take shots at Kendrick, which you obviously were, but this is me shooting a little bit of bail. And this is the other thing about subliminals. If you say something and the shoe fits somebody, they're going to wear it. So don't turn around and make a custom shoe for somebody and be like, no, it wasn't specifically for you. Nah, nigga. So that sounds like a shot at Kendrick. That's one, right? I don't turn down smoke. Let's read the lyrics. I don't turn up people's albums. First, guys were scared of my brother, so I started pulling up without him. Los Angeles King, give me a rooftop, I'll shout it. And the man you thought was king ain't gonna do nothing about it. Oh, the man you thought was king, yeah, so it wasn't even him saying, so it's like it don't stop there. Now, here's another clip. According to Yo EQ TV, they said, hold on, ISO cam. The Game using a Drake reference in new song America's Nightmare and calling out fake streams. Is he shooting shots at Kendrick Lamar since Game has been Team Drake? And this is what happens when you just are on everybody team, or it seem like you on the op side, or you not moving with the program. And Game has always been like that. It's like, yeah, so now when you using Drake references, let's hear what he said though. So because I'm not gonna just go and call it a shot. I gotta hear it myself. Let's
with me. I'm out here looking with me. I'm out here looking for revenge. Chrome bins, chrome rims, riding around with this Drake. No friends, no spins. Fuck the radio, nigga, and fuck the club. Fuck.
Riding around with this Drake, no friends. Yeah, that's a. It's funny where the reference to Kendrick feels like a diss, and it's definitely at least a competitive shot. And then the reference to Drake is more, I'm riding with a Drake, is more like bigging him up. So it's just like, it's so obvious Game was on Drake's side, and Game, this is the same thing when 50 Cent was like, I said this in another video, growing up, The Game was one of my favorite rappers, period. There was a point when The Game was my favorite rapper, period. No, I mean like to a crazy point. Like I loved The Game. I loved the documentary. I was on his side with most of the beefs because I was immature. When I grew up and really looked at some of that stuff, I'd be like, bro, that was your fault. That would be if I was 50 in the same position and The Game came out, I was like, no, I'm cool with everybody's beefing with. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna diss Jay-Z, even though, and it's gonna make it harder for him, but I'm cool with everybody. And he gonna squash it for me, but I'm not gonna be on his side. It feels weird. So it's just like, yeah. All right, The Game is a habitual line crosser. Let's go.
And fuck the club, fuck your fashion over fit, fuck all that cap and fake love, fuck the dap and fake hugs, fuck these apps and fake thugs, fake ass followers, fake ass streams and fake buzz, fake beefs on podcasts, fake Crips and fake Bloods, fake chains. All you niggas do is rap and take drugs.
Like I said, no matter what you feel, that shit hard. Game is a great rapper. It just seems like now you really pointing. And when someone goes like, oh, maybe he's shooting at Kendrick to be competitive, not with the history y'all have had, not with what's been going on since the beef. You can't have like a nice competitive fair squabble, like a homie squabble with somebody who you don't seem to be homies with. That only works with homies. Otherwise, niggas get packed out. That's what it feels like. So it's like, now let's hear this other clip. Let's hear this second clip.
Proceed with caution. Fuck, I look like duck and smoke. I'm already halfway to my coffin. So what's a Grammy to a nigga who out here spinning jets? And what's an internet troll to a nigga who grew up without the internet?
What's a Grammy to... Alright. My verdict is he's dissing Kendrick. Or you're leaving enough breadcrumbs to make people think you're dissing Kendrick, which is essentially the same thing, which is mechanically the same thing. It's you're F the Grammys when Kendrick won all those Grammys. I mean the LA, the King of LA thing, that's Kendrick. That's a Kendrick shot. That's not even who you think he's good dissing. Tupac? Eazy-E? Who's calling themselves? Come on, bro. Who do people think is the King of LA? Come on, bro. It's Kendrick, nigga.
But I will log you off it. Keep sending threats, put 12 dots on you and park you like that nigga G&X. West.
Put 12 dots on you, then park it like that nigga G&X. That I don't think that don't feel too much like a shot, but with everything else, it's just, I'll put it this way. If Kendrick and TDE hear this and taking his shots, PG Lang here taking his shots, they have all the right to. All the right to. So let's read this. I wear red rags for everybody who didn't see this. I wear red rags. Hold on. Oh yeah. Up and down Slauson. I am West Side connected, this Compton. Proceed with caution. Shout out to West Side Connection. F, I look like duckish smoke. I'm already halfway in my coffin. Like, this nigga can rap, brother. The gang ain't one thing I ain't never gonna say, and this is what I always do, no matter how I feel about what you're doing or who you are. If what you doing is nice, this nigga rapping his ass off. But is this the issue? If this starts up something, okay? What's a Grammy to a nigga who out here spinning jets? And what's the internet troll to a nigga who grew up without the internet? But I will log you off it. Keep sending threats. Put 12 dots on you and park you like that nigga G&X. 12 dots, that's hard with the thing, but it still is like, there's gonna be niggas who take that shot. And it's not over. Some of y'all been like, God damn, that's a lot, bruh. That's not it. One more according to your Yo EQ, and I don't see a lot of people covering this, so I felt like I had to. So, is Game making fun of Kendrick Lamar on his Left Out record by using his flow and insinuating that Kendrick felt left out?
Fuck both you niggas. Fuck both you niggas, now nobody wins. You following trends, I'm going with the wind. I don't wanna hang with you niggas, my arm in the rim. And what's a Vince Carter to Kobe, nigga?
That's hard. I don't want to hang with you niggas, my arm in the rim. What's a Vince Carter to Kobe? That's hard, but yeah, you are doing a Kendrick impersonation here. Yeah, yeah, this is definitely, with everything else, with the content, like, yeah, this definitely feels like you're dissing Kendrick here.
Carter to Kobe, nigga.
This is literally what you did on the Black, and the reason I know, like, Game, I'm a real Game fan. This is what you do. You can do imitations of person. This is the same thing you did on Black Slim Shady. You shooting, brother.
Even after I died, you can't hold me, nigga. Stop calling me bro, we ain't homies, nigga. And if you live on the coast, you owe me, nigga. Fuck.
Yeah, that's, all right, here's another one.
All that snooping around must be the veggies. I'm the only one.
All that snooping around, it must be the veggies. That's a reference to when Snoop Dogg posted Taylor Made and Kendrick said, I can't believe it must have been the edibles. Yeah, you're dissing Kendrick, brother. Like, you know me, I didn't just jump to conclusions. I needed to hear this first. I was like, brother, you are absolutely dissing this man.
The only one pistol whipping legends. Already pulled the trigger when I said it. Cause I just mixed the liquor with Excedrin. Hop in the car with Mike Conception. Killing with my legs spin. I ain't feeling left out.
Yeah, okay. So, Game, that's basically all the clips. I might react to these songs in full if y'all want me to. But if you ask me, my verdict is he's absolutely taking shots at Kendrick. Even if you just seen how Game has been moving, how TDE and Game's connection has been, the two T's thing, if you know some of the stuff I know behind the scenes that maybe some other people don't know, my vote is this is absolutely Game taking shots. My question is this the problem you want? Do I believe Kendrick is going to respond to Game? Absolutely. It's going to be a 3-round battle. I think Kendrick respects what Game, even if he doesn't like Game or like how Game's been moving or how Game moves, I think he respects what he's done for the West Coast enough to at least jab him one time in new music. So I believe it. He might not, but it's like, yeah, I think you're 100% dissing Kendrick. And if you come out and be like, why does everybody think everything's a diss? And I hate that because niggas will try to insult your intelligence. It's like, my brother, because you left the context clues where this sounds like a diss. And any regular human being with common sense or a 5th grade education is going to go, well, yeah, doesn't sound like you bigging him up. You know, even when you're doing the impression. That one, the King of LA one, and the last one where he's doing the impression, kind of making fun of it, you're definitely dissing. But, all right, I'm here for it, I guess. Let's go.